Top 3 best budget receivers in Madden 18 Ultimate Team. Let's go check these guys out. You already know we got the budget range, the low range, the mid range, and the top notch range. They're all around the same price range, to be honest, because I couldn't really find any top notch wide receivers that had good stats or good ratings for the amount of coin to spend it on. So without further ado, let's go check out these receivers. Alright, first one up, we got 86 overall, most feared, Tavon Austin, going for around 30K. His price kind of went up. He was around 20K when I first checked. He's got 91 speed, 81 catching, 87 elusiveness, 81 spec catch, 75 release, 85 route running, 78 catching traffic, and 83 jump. A couple strengths about this Tavon Austin is that, one, he is very fast, 91 speed, obviously. If you're throwing some drag routes, throwing some slant routes, throwing some corner patterns, he's definitely going to beat people. 91 speed is still very good at this stage of MUT. Another good thing about him is that he's short. Now, that does sound kind of like a bad thing, but being short is actually pretty good because you can juke under the defenders who are really tall. And the last good thing about this Tavon is he's very elusive. 87 elusiveness, definitely has a job to juke people out. This card is very good at that. Honestly, I use the spin move a lot with him because he's very much like a running back at a wide receiver position with a good juking. Now, some weaknesses about this Tavon is obviously with him being so short, he has low catching traffic, so you definitely shouldn't try to be throwing the one-on-one deep ball with him. I mean, him being 5'8" and combined with only having 78 catching traffic is not very good. Another bad thing about this Tavon is he doesn't really have very good release, so he has 75 release. So if he is getting pressed, definitely shouldn't try to throw the deep ball, just as I said. And the last good thing, or the last bad thing about this Tavon is that his run block is not very good. He only has 65 run block. If you're running it towards his side, he's probably not going to get the block on him, even with some of the quarterbacks like Sherman who only have like 70-something block shed. Probably shouldn't be running it towards his way. Next up, we got 89 overall, Steve Outwater, out of position card. And he's 6'3", 87 speed, 86 catching, 76 elusiveness, 84 spec catch, 93 release, 83 route running, 88 catching traffic, and 87 jumping for around 40K. And one more stat I do want to get into is this card has 78 run block. Some good things about this Steve Atwater is, number one, he is very good at run blocking, 78 run block. Definitely, if you like to run the ball and have a decent receiver, this is definitely your guy. I mean, oh my gosh, this guy blocks so well, it's absolutely crazy. Now, the next good thing about him is that he has really good release for some reason. I don't know why. He's an out of position safety. I don't know why he has 93 release, but he does. Kind of weird. Definitely should win most of the press battles, but I mean, still, like, it's kind of crazy that he has that much release. And the last good thing about him is he has 88 catching traffic. Definitely a good jump ball receiver with being 6'3" and all. I mean, you can try to throw the ball up to him. Definitely have a good shot at catching it, but I obviously would just say with like running normal routes with him. Now, there's two things I don't like about this Atwater, and one is his elusiveness. Obviously, I mean, he has 76 elusiveness. I mean, he is a safety normally, but you definitely shouldn't be trying to juke around with him. His jukes are really slow, to be honest. Not really that good of a juking. I don't know his truck stick exactly, but you can definitely try to break some tackles with him. I bet he's pretty good at doing that. And the last thing is he's not really balanced overall. I mean, he has decent speed, decent catching, but he's not really good at spec catch. He's not really good at route running. He's just very not balanced receiver. He kind of only fits the role of really good run blocking and catching traffic. But yeah, that's it on the Atwater. And last up, going for 60K, 89 overall, Harold Carmichael. He is 6'8", 87 speed, 86 catching, 80 elusiveness, 87 spec catch, 86 release, 81 route running, 85 catching traffic, and 89 jump. Last up, the 6'8" beast, Harold Carmichael. Oh my gosh, this guy is really good. Some strengths about him is that, one, he's really tall, 6'8", the tallest receiver in Madden currently. Another thing I like about him, even though with him being tall, he's really balanced across the board. I mean, all of his stats are the mid-80s, like some of them are in the low 80s, like his elusiveness, but that's really only it. But the one weakness about him is that he only fits one role, and that's basically where he's only going to be that jump ball receiver for you. Like, yeah, you can throw him on a drag, but he's not really going to break away speed because he's not really that fast. And he's decent at run blocking, but like he only fits the one role of, yeah, basically throw it up and then hold wide. But the last crazy thing about this Carmichael, and the really good thing about him, is that this card gets crazy animations. It's probably because he is 6'8", the tallest receiver. Like, oh my gosh, this card gets crazy animations. It's absolutely insane. Definitely try to throw some fade routes in the end zone with him, the red zone, whatever. But yeah, that's it for Harold Carmichael. Definitely should pick this card up if you are on a budget. This is pretty damn good for what, like 50K, a nice #1 receiver that you can throw in your lineup. There you have it, top 3 best budget wide receivers in Madden 18. Steve Atwater, Tavon Austin, Harold Carmichael. These guys are beasts. Let me know in the comments if you guys are using these guys. I mean, their price has definitely dropped. I mean, Harold Carmichael, I bought like 60K for yesterday, and he's already dropped down to 30K. You can definitely get these guys for cheap if you search on the auction house. If you guys know of any budget wide receivers that I didn't put in the video, let me know in the comments below. Help each other out. Best budget wide receivers. I'm out. Peace.